I don't have the graphic.
Welcome to Brantim Live. I'm your co-host, Brandon E. Brooks.
And I'm Tim Elkin.
It's another awesome episode. We have another great guest in the house. We're going to do a little business like we do to start off the show, tell you a little bit about the Atlantic City Celebrity Convention. Mr. Milliken.
Yep. So the Atlantic City Celebrity Convention, ACX1 Studios on the pier at Caesars, July 25th to 28th. It's going to be a 4-day extravaganza. It's going to be awesome. Over 50 celebrities. You can get your tickets at brantim.realms.tv. And so we got tickets for sale, pro photo ops for sale, a whole bunch of stuff for sale on that website. Follow us on social media. We're on Instagram at Atlantic City CC. And we just announced Danny Bonaducci today. And that's about it. I got, yeah.
There's the man of the hour. So, yes. So I'm going to do my introduction right now. This man I've been friends with for a long time. One of the dopest cats out there. This guy right here built a brand over the last couple decades that's one of the dopest on the music, R&B, and hip-hop scene. We're going to talk a lot about his rise, and we're also going to talk a bit about his newest ventures, which are with ACX1 Studios and beyond. So without further ado, welcome to Brantim Live. The man, the myth, the legend, Rob. What's the deal, Schwartz?
What's the deal, Rob Schwartz? In the place to be, and we're here at ACX1 Live after hours. It's dark in here. We do the after hours dark, and we do dope things here. But we're here with the Atlantic City Celebrity Conference. I'm excited, man. Yo, I'm telling you, the feedback I've been getting from you guys' event. Sorry, I don't mean to be like disrespectful for everybody else, but it's immense. So I'm excited that you guys are part of it.
Thank you.
You guys are bringing it to the table.
Us too. Yeah.
Like every little thing gets me excited. Like today I saw the Danny Bonaducci. So, I'm a hip hop guy. So I think back to my college years with bum, 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 bum. Nice and smooth as funky, also hip hop junkie. So I'm like, oh my God, that's the Breakfast Family example. So
Thank you for watching, Cheryl.
Thank you, Cheryl. But I guess I get excited about you guys. Thank you guys for
Crystal. Thank you, Crystal.
House
in the hizzle. Yes. So Rob, tell us. We're gonna go back a little bit just to give the audience a little feedback on who Rob Schwartz is. Tell us about your journey from Wall Street to the brand you made famous, Who Mag.
So from the Wall Street point of view, it's probably a 20-minute conversation. From my beginning, it's probably a 40-minute. But let me see if I can. Let me try to speed it up. Wall Street, because Wall Street I had a whole adventure before Wall Street. Wall Street because my adventure didn't work the way I wanted it to. And which was I was trying to be an established songwriter. My first job was at Polygram Records. At a college in 95. I'm dating myself. But it was really, we put out Jay-Z's first record, Blase, Zero Damager, Dougie Fresh, Beanie Man's first American album. We did a lot of stuff. And then from there, I transitioned to have my own label, to working with Babyface's team, with some of his artists as a songwriter. Didn't work out, and that's where the Wall Street came in. So one of my fraternity brothers, Tom Clendenning, my best friend to this day, said, hey, I can get you a job on Wall Street. I didn't know what a stock was. I'm like, sure, whatever. I took it. My mom was proud. Everyone was proud. Here's this guy. He wanted to do hip hop for a living. Now he's wearing a suit and tie, doing a job he went to college for. And it was cool, but, I missed the music industry. And it literally took me 3 months. And I can tell you the exact moment that changed my mind. I was at the South Street Seaport, which is in New York. And I was walking by, and there was a free concert for a group called the Beatnuts. And they had a song called Watch Out Now. And I was all my friends were going in the club, Sequoias. And I said, no, I'm going to stay here and watch this free show, because I love these guys. And I looked to my left, and it was my old boss at Polygram, who I haven't talked to in 4 or 5 years. It's before social media, all that kind of stuff. So, and the look on his face, how happy he was, made me realize how much I missed this industry. So Fast forward, I did finance for a while. I started homemag.net 2001, turned to the first hip hop TV show to go. It was the first hip hop DVD to get placed on Blockbuster, Walmart, Target, and Netflix. In fact, I have it here. Hold on, let me show you. Because Ed was like, yeah, whatever. My boy Kofi says I got receipts. So this was the actual DVD that was in Blockbuster. It was actually in this interest because there was no music department when this got picked up. And that is the same time when Netflix just started coming around, and my broker, and still the day job Merrill Lynch, my broker's like, hey man, there's this new company called Netflix. They want your DVD. And I'm like, all right, cool. He said, but they're not paying anything. How much they're paying? They're paying a $25 one-time fee, and they're going to rent your DVD out as much as they can. And you never see a dime. Don't take the deal. It's terrible. And I'm like, well, I got a day job. I'm like, or people are going to see it. They're like, probably. I'm like, well, I'm going to take the deal because I didn't make this DVD to make money. I made it to be seen. So as a result, without Fire Nation house. So as a result, we're the first hip hop DVD on Netflix as well as Blockbuster. And it was really crazy walking to Blockbuster and see my DVD on the wall with a Jane Fonda workout DVD and a cooking DVD, and it's like, and it's me. It's like there wasn't even a music section. Like I'm telling you, like it said, special interests. There wasn't even a music.
Special, yeah, special.
I was even music. So anyway, it became huge. That was 2005, 2007. This guy reached out to me, Skip, from Europe. Said, "Yo, your DVD is so big in Europe. Okay, it's so big in Europe, can you make it to a TV show?" I told my guy who, so I apparently directed and produced it. I know what I was doing. I was director and producer. My one boy edited it, and then I said, "Yo," I told my editor, "Yo, man, we got this offer to make this DVD into a TV show." And he goes, "I got bad news for you." I'm like, "What's up?" "I'm moving to Vegas tomorrow." So I'm like, "Come on, man. It's like, we got this offer to make a TV show." He's like, "Nah, I'm sorry." So I'm like, all right. So I already produced music. I knew the music software. So I was like, well, and I sat with you while you did Final Cut. And this is Final Cut 3. Final Cut 3 to Final Cut 5. So like, I was like, dude, I sat with you while you edited the whole thing. Like, just come by and install the software on my computer. He's like, you won't understand it. I'm like, I will. I have no choice because I have this day job and I'm a supervisor and they're underpaying me and I'm doing all this stuff for them. So he literally just said, all right, cool. Came by my house the day before I left to Vegas and installed Final Cut 3. And there was no YouTube at that time. So I bought Final Cut for Dummies. And there was a Final Cut for Dummies book. I taught myself how to edit Final Cut for Dummies. And here I am, I got nothing about film. And I made this TV show. And the TV show aired in 120 million households throughout Europe. And it was one of the biggest hip-hop TV shows overseas. And all of a sudden, and the thing was, I couldn't break it in the U.S. at all. I had little channels. Paz Pro and Delaware, shout out to them for premiering it in the U.S. MNN in New York, Manhattan Network Nation was on cable. We had Vegas channels, little ones. But the first national network was called Colors TV, and that was on Dish. So when I first went national in the U.S. after that, that was the day, I can tell you the exact day, October 9th, 2009. Because that was the day I quit my day job at Merrill Lynch because I was going through so much drama, and all of a sudden my show got picked up on national television. It's the first network, and I'm making more money off this hip hop TV show than I am in finance. So I'm like, and everyone thought it was bananas. It's like, you can't quit Wall Street to do a hip hop TV show, and I did, And then January 2010. My best friend, one of my friends from high school, one of my best friends, Mr. Mig, we opened a music studio in 2010 in Cherry Hill because he had a situation going on. And he hit me up, and after I quit that, we opened a studio, and Mig and I have been together. So Mig still has her older spot now in Blackwood, that's my best friend. So we still do a lot of stuff in Blackwood. But that was the beginning. And from there, a million things have happened since. But that was kind of the start, and that's where the whole WhoMag started: the music supervision, the music distribution, the music TV shows, the first urban channel ever on OTTs in 2000. So I was on Roku for them, knew what Roku was in 2012 with iFame. You know, the hardest thing was like, yeah, I'm gonna interview you. Oh, cool, where can I see it? On iFame TV. No one asked about iFame. Okay, cool. Where's that? Roku. What's Roku? Now I gotta go in 2012 explain what Roku is, because brand new, 12 years ago, and it was crazy. I'm part of the broadcast pioneers of Philadelphia group. It's like this. I was the youngest member. I was like 60, 70, 80. And there was this guy there that explained, like, he was the first UHF channel in Philly on Channel 17. And he explained the story, how he had to go door to door to sell an adapter to attach to your TV to watch UHF, because TVs didn't have UHF back then. And this whole story, and I'm like, in the same time I was hearing the story is when I was introducing the Roku to people. I was like, oh my God, it's December. No one knows what Roku is. I have to explain. You have to buy a box to watch yourself. And it resonated like, yo, like, I'm doing what you did like 40, 50 years ago. Now. And it's like, and it was tough. And what happened was everyone, it always stemmed from, I'll tell you where it stemmed from, because I could talk stuff about it. It all kind of generated because at the same time I brought back Dance Party USA, Dancing on Air. And there was all these knockoff shows. And when they saw what I did, I had all the catalog of Dance Party USA, Dance on Air on my network. Everybody tried to copy locally because they saw what I was doing with Mike Nice. And everyone tried to get me on board. And it's like, you do it right or you don't do it at all. So everyone tried, they all failed. Because it's not about, in no disrespect, I mean, you got to hustle, you got to do your thing. The reason why they failed is like the reason why iFame since 2012 was still out 12 years later. Video Vision, WhoMag Multimedia, why I still have these 3 networks, is because you understand how television works. Netflix, if you buy a Roku, you're not going to these indie channels. You're watching Netflix, you're watching Disney, you're watching Prime, you're watching Hulu. These are the ones you're going to watch because they're the best content. So if you have an independent channel, back then I was one of the first 100 channels. Now, then you got to outshine everybody. So if you put up, I got a music video, I'm starting a channel, put a couple of videos up, no one's going to ever watch it, ever. Like, you have to understand, like, they come to your channel, they watch everything. If it's good, if it's whack, they come back a month later. If it's the same stuff, they're never coming back again, which is why Netflix always winning and Amazon's always winning, because every day there's new content. So you understand how that works. It's the distribution works with the refreshment of content.
Absolutely.
So Rob, Brandon, did I go off topic?
Yes. Yeah. No. Dope. So the filmmaker in me, I want the audience to know a little bit about the music for films that you do, that division that you do, because I think that's dope too. That a lot of people out watching might be interested in.
So my whole journey into film, it was accidental. Like, I never went to school for this. I know nothing about it. I just knew a lot of hip hop artists, and that's what started my hip hop TV show. It came from a DVD magazine, which came from a website, which turned into a TV show. So I did a hip hop documentary. It actually ended up winning the Pocono Film Festival 2010. So this made me an award-winning film director. Crazy. Because I won the Pocono Film Fest for a hip hop documentary. From there, because it was crazy, I quit the day job 2009. During that time, I was going through a situation where I had an artist I managed. I worked with my man Eddie Hustle. Eddie won a Grammy for You Remind Me by Usher, and he did a movie called Ski Trippin'. I helped out with the ski tripping part, and he had a deal on the table. So he introduced me to Roy and Joe. That's how I met Roy and Joe from KFAB Productions. So anyway, from there, we were trying to get this film together. I wrote the script. It was called Let the Children Play. I wrote the script. I had all the actors, everything. Roy and Joe were supposed to do it with Eddie. Eddie had another situation on the table. Never quite happens. Roy and Joe are like, hey, Rob, what's going on? I don't know what's going on with this movie. So they're like, well, we got this movie going on with Ryan Dunn and Bam Margera. Do you want to be a part of it? And that's what got me into the film side of music. So I was the music supervisor for a movie called Living Will with Ryan Dunn and Bam Margera. I was also associate producer because they took some of my content for other scenes in into film. That was my start on the other side because I didn't do films to do films. I just did because I love music. So from there, a lot of things happened. I won an award for best commercial for Castle Windows. I got a big plaque for that. I did about 30 music videos. I did a lot of music videos. Got awards for music videos. And what else? And from there, it was like a lot of things that started happening on the film side. But I started the music distribution in 2010. As that got bigger and bigger, people were asking me for music. So originally, I provided music for MTV. I had to deal with MTV. I did a show called The City, which was a spin-off of The Hills. Everyone knows The Hills. Yeah. The spin-off was The City. So I had music placed in there. I did music placed on this TV show called Next, which was a bunch of people hopping off the bus, the dating show. Hey, yeah, that girl's now on Next. So that was Yeah, so I was making money off of these songs, off of these MTV, and I realized the money that could be made. So with my distribution, my thing is like I'm very protective. I'm very, very protective of my artists. So with the film side, I only place artists I distribute. And now if you want a song that sounds like you want Rolling Stones, it's going to cost you a certain amount of money. It may take 6 months to clear. I can give you something that sounds like it for a multiple fraction of the price. And next thing is I became that guy. So a lot of films. So at this point I have like 16 films and TV shows. It's not massive amount, but it's enough. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is my artists promote. So the advantage is my artists, and they usually pick a song, the artists like, hey, whatever, I'm on it. But I mean, we did some major films. We did Sick with Kevin Williamson from the Scream franchise. And John Hyams, who did Black Summer on Netflix, as well as in the Big Zombie shows. We did I shared today Amy Graham's All Nighter, which was Tiny Lister's last movie before he passed away, who was Debo, but also has Robert Corddry from The Office is in it. It's got James Russo. It's got a lot of big people in that movie. So I was the music supervisor on that. So I think it's like I have an alternative. So while you're like, I want this song, this song, this song, this song, cool, you go there. And when you have, because the thing about the films, typically it's like, all right, let's not worry about music, because when the movie's done, well, I got friends who have songs, or I can get some public domain stuff. And then what happens is when the movie's done, none of it works. You know, now the budget's pretty much gone. So that's when hey, Rob, remember me? Hey, so I help out. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my artists are happy because their songs are placed in films. So,
absolutely.
Does that answer your question, Brandon? I know I got a little off topic sometimes.
It's all good. It's all good. Mr. Malikan, question for Mr. Schwartz?
Well, I said, should we lead right into? Does that go right into ACX1? Yeah. So tell us how ACX1 even came about.
That's a great question. So I take it back to my friend Mike Clark, who I talked to yesterday. Mike introduced me to a guy named Chris. Chris was the real estate agent for this building, and Chris wanted to move Humag in here. He kept hitting me up, hey, bring Humag from Blackwood to AC. Blackwood is 15 minutes from my house. AC is an hour. So I'm like, why would I move my office, which is close to Philly, where my artists are, to Atlantic City, to a dead mall where no one's at? So, but I walked in, I'm like, oh my God, this building is amazing. It's amazing. I got to figure something out. I brought my friend Sal, who owns his and hers on South Street, because there's restaurants here. I started bringing people through, like, hey, check out this building. And then Roy, I told Roy about it, but they had a situation with the other studio in the Swedesboro area. Yeah. So finally, that deal kind of fell through. And they're a little depressed. They're like, oh, man, we had this deal on the table for 9 months. It didn't happen. And I'm like, dude, I got the perfect spot to move it. So, and I tell Roy all the time, I laugh at him about this. It took me 3 times to get him here. The first time, like, Roy, let's go. So I literally was driving to his house, and Roy's like, oh, you got to turn back around and have a movie booked. I can't come. So I'm like, all right, fine. So the second day I call him up, like, hey, I'm going down to his house. Oh, man, I can't come. I got something else booked. Third time I'm driving to his house. I'm literally like 3 minutes from his house. It's like, I don't know, something just popped up. I'm like, well, I don't care. I'm going to throw you in my car. We're going to
Yeah.
He got mad at me. I'm like, trust me, we're going. So I took Roy over here, and then I took him here, and his jaw dropped. And then he called
Oh,
Joe, Dom, and everyone else. Next thing you know is, he brought Gia, who's amazing. Gia is absolutely amazing. And we got this building. So here we are. So it was kind of, it's a situation where we have a 550,000 square foot building that was a former 4-story mall that's been empty for 3.5 years. And everyone's used to it being a mall, but, we have, when this thing called COVID hit, everyone understood how to work with Amazon. So no one's really traveling places anymore to this day. So the malls have been going not too well. So our strategy was, we'll still involve retail and restaurants on the first floor. We were going to focus on bringing films and music and the rest of the building. And we took the plan to Caesars, and Caesars absolutely loved it. They're like, this is amazing because we don't know what to do with this building. So we have the master lease here for 37 years. Right to renew it for 99 more. So Rob may be dead and we renew it. I'll be dying like 400 years. But anyway, we're always here. This is our spot.
So Rob, what's the overall vision for ACX1 Studios? Like, tell us what you're bringing to Atlantic City and the whole East Coast, West Coast.
So there's two sides to that question. Is it what's a ACX1 bringing, or what am I bringing?
Well, it's all encompassing from where I was kind of asking, but yeah. So
ACX1 Studios is bringing some really cool events. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Ready? There's this event coming up, right?
You guys know I heard of it. Yeah, I think I heard of that.
Celebrity convention. I heard it's supposed to be pretty cool. Brantim Entertainment. It's bringing this event here. But we're doing a lot of events, and Fire Nation says we do dope stuff. Yes, Fire Nation, we do dope stuff. But we are bringing. We have a sneaker convention coming up. We have financial conventions coming up. We got a wrestling convention coming up. We got a salsa convention coming up. We have a lot of things happening. So really, we are. And the thing is, like, so on this side of the boardwalk is the casinos. On this side is us. And with us, I mean, is the piers. And there's 3 piers. I mean, we have Steel Pier, which is amazing. It's an awesome rides. We have a pier in the middle with the go-kart, which is unfortunately caught on fire.
That's
I hope they're okay, because I like that dollar store where it's going, because it's right next to us. And there's us. So we're the 3 piers. So our pier is more entertainment-based. So we're focusing on films, music, and I'm the co-founder of the building, but I'm also the CMO. Initially, CMO was Chief Marketing Officer, but we had this group calling us. I want to change it to Chief Music Officer because I don't want to be responsible for the marketing. I want to be responsible for the music. That's what I've done my entire life, and it's going to make so. But in the same time, as a company as a whole, we're working on our second film right now. We have 6 more coming up. And like the reason why everyone's like, oh, ACX1, I haven't heard of it yet, and you guys have been here for most of the year. I mean, we're learning Atlantic City. We're learning how it works. So we got some just amazing people out here. It just moves a little slower. So we're in a situation where we're at the final stages of the liquor license for the CO. Once we get it, and once we get everything going, everyone's going to know who we are because I'm very vocal. You can follow me on social media. I'm very vocal. People follow me, and while I'm loud about things, some things I'm quiet about others because I don't talk about things as they're coming. I talk about things when they're done. And we're about to have something really, really cool happen here. So this was always one of the most legendary buildings in Atlantic City, Ocean One Mall. And, I see people coming all the time, oh, my God, this mall is dead. Everything's closed. But they don't realize there's a movie going on upstairs or there's music stuff happening.
Yeah.
You don't let them up there.
Because it's a closed set. Yeah.
Yeah. So once they start seeing it, it's going to be more and more exclusive. And we're super excited about being in such a cool spot. And the holdup with the permits, a lot of it is more with state related, not city related. The city has been great with us, and they've been receptive, and I'm excited. And some of the cool things, like I heard so many stories. Like I heard one story from somebody that said they should drive their bike back and forth and stop here and say a prayer praying someone will take this place over and bring it back to life. And you guys are it. Like I hear so many stories like this. I hear stories people walking through. Oh, me and my husband 30 years ago had our first kiss back there, or we got married over here, or oh my God, when I was 16, my first job was over here. So being a part of such a memorable building for people is amazing.
Yeah.
That to me is like, and it makes you stop too, and like realize we're people, they're people, because we all have our own personal situations, and the building that we have is such an integral piece to their lives. And like,
it's filled with memories.
When we got this building, we didn't even think about that. We're like, let's do films, this and that. But then you realize like how important this building is to people. It's awesome, and it's really like humbling too. So AC's been very arms open to us, and we have a lot of strategies in mind. And now, as far as personally, I run ACX1 Music, so my whole thing is building. I talk to everybody in the music scene out here, and unfortunately, there's absolutely no music industry here at all. Like, there's none. And the crazy part of that is the biggest people in the world come here. The biggest names in the world, like New Year's, we have Pitbull and Marshmello the same day. Like the biggest people come and go. Like we have Motley Crue this week, we have Kelly Clarkson next week. But there's all these casinos, all these bars, all these places here, and even the cover bands, the local DJs. There's so much entertainment, but the local ones don't know what to do. The bigger ones come and go. So I'm like, why can't we build the industry here? Like literally, we can do something dope here. So what I'm trying to do on a personal level is build the music industry here. I've on the phone with 2 different members of the Grammys. I'm a big member of the Grammys myself. I can't say too much yet because something did happen I can't talk about until later. But at this point, I can say I'm a voting member of the Grammys. But there's also a lot of other things too that's happening here. Like we have MLC sponsoring us. We have which is the Mechanical Licensing Committee, which is the company responsible for paying out the mechanicals for artists who know what that is. We have a lot of music supervision stuff. We have DPA Microphone sponsoring our stuff here, which is the best microphone company out. We have a lot of cool things happening. So we're really excited that I have a great team. What's up, Yvette? I got a great team of people on the ACX1 Music, as well as a great team of people for ACX1 Studios. And then ACX1 Films, which Yvette's a part of too, has their great team. And we all have this group of like amazing people that we work with. And it's like, and that's the best thing. Like, how do you cross the finish line? It's by not worrying about what's behind you. It's just knowing that we all just cross it together.
Absolutely.
So the films is going to cross it with the music, with the real estate, with the events and everything else. And we all just win and we make this. And it's not about making ACX1 the best place here. It's about making Atlantic City amazing.
Amen.
We want all the other casinos and all the venues. If someone said, "Oh, a new movie event place may be popping up 20 minutes from you," please let them.
Yeah.
New music studios open up. Please let them, because it's bringing it all to us.
Yeah.
Let's take it from Hollywood. Let's take it from Atlanta. Let's take it from New York.
Yeah, we all can eat, man. We all can eat.
Everyone, because Netflix is coming to Jersey. Lionsgate is coming to Jersey.
Well,
Netflix is doing original stuff, but they're open to 3 years.
Yeah.
Say, hey, hi, Netflix. Hi. You got something going out, bring it here. We'll take care of it for you while you get ready.
Yeah.
And when you're ready, maybe we're overbooked. We'll send stuff to you. Let's work together because we got the 35% tax credit. How do we work together as a team? And this is how we make New Jersey. Everyone's just Mayor Small, make it Atlantic City great again. Make great's a great day in Atlantic City. But how do we make great day in New Jersey as well too? So let's figure out how to work together as a team.
No doubt.
Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Then we have new jobs. We got caterers. We got security people. We got limousine drivers or taxi drivers or Uber drivers. And let's bring money into the city, man. And let's bring money into the city.
No doubt. So, Rob, tell us a little bit about this here Memorial Day weekend. This is going to be a huge event for ACX1 and everybody. Tell us a little bit about the ACX1 movie.
You have the other flyer or just that one?
I have another one. Yeah, the one names that I grabbed. Yeah, let me see.
Names on it?
Oh no, the one that I had the one with the names on it, but it didn't
That's
come
okay.
out as well. So yeah,
That's
so,
okay. So okay. So we have a very busy weekend, Memorial Day weekend. The 25th is the sneaker convention and sneaker ball, right? TJ Drewski. It's going to be crazy, man. Shout out to Just Nice. We're super excited about this event. And then Sunday is the ACX1 music launch. So what we're doing is we already announced already, and Fire Nation Flames is performing, and Simpsons is a sponsor of it. But what's going on is we are rebuilding the music industry. And the strategy is this: is like the music. And my first job out of college was in the industry. I worked at a major label. I have a lot of friends at labels. I'm never anti-label. I will never be anti-label. I have a lot of friends that work at labels. So people's like, oh, this and this about labels. No. I mean, you got to understand this is their job. This is what they do. But there's been a lot of layoffs. It's been rough. So back in the day when I worked at a label, there was something called A&R. It stands for Artist Repertoire. And what they would do is they would teach you, they would tell you how to dress. This is what you're going to wear. They will give you classes on how to speak. When you do an interview, this is what you're going to say. This is how you say it. Like they'll teach you how to represent yourself as an artist. Those days have been gone, right? So my thing is we're trying to build a label here. It's not a label. We're not a label. We're a subscription-based model. And the subscription-based model is we're going to include the music studio, the first FM radio station ever on the boardwalk, which is 98.5 The Splash. The sync licensing, music supervision department, which is the biggest money maker in the music industry. The ACX 101 classes, which is one of my biggest things. I'm big on the music educational aspect of it. We're going to do the intro, which is our performances, our distro fest and play music conference. So with the educational aspect for us, conferences and festivals, the music distribution. I've been with Sony for 14 years. I got 1,000 artists in the Grammy. Here's my Grammy. Signed to me. So we're trying to bring a different every aspect of the music industry here. Yeah. And a subscription-based model where you have access to everybody. So back to the 26th, it's the launch party. We have people like Pretty Poison, which Catch Me on Falling. We have people like Dinko D from Leaders of the New School. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. What's the scenario? Tina Thompson, That Thing You Do. We got Phantom of the Beat from UMC's, Blue Cheese and One to Grow On. We have Mikey D. We have Paul Anthony. I'm sure you guys seen House Party.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Paul Anthony's going to be here with his crew. Nice. We got Mikey D from Main Source coming. There's a lot of people I'm forgetting. We have about 30. Of course, Fire Nation Flames because she's watching us live now. And of course, Judah Priest, and we have Yvette's going to be in the house. What up, Yvette? So we have a lot of people. We have 35 artists at this point. We have like 5 comedians. We have like 4 or 5 different DJ coalitions, including DJ J Ski, who's a legend in Philly, and Baby Paul, who BPZ, who was the major producer, won a Grammy award-winning producer for AZ and Nas. So he'll be his DJ coalition, Untouchable DJs. That's what we have in the Middle Fire Squad. Yes, Fire Nation. Yes. So it's gonna be massive. It's gonna be massive. We have a lot of crazy sponsors, great sponsors, like the artists again. And check this out. Fire Nation. We got the MLC giving us book bags filled with all this stuff for the artists. So we have a lot of great sponsors. So
that's what's up.
It's gonna be in the front of the building, not the back. This Fest was in the back. This is in the front. There were 750,000 people on the boardwalk last year, more than weekend. So we're gonna capitalize off of that and just make a dope ass, amazing event with super crazy artists. One thing to know, and Sean Eric and River, yes. Sean Eric is gonna be in the house with Jeffrey, River X Music, and they're performing. They're one of our sponsors. So shout out to Sean.
What's up? So Rob, tell us a little bit about Splash 98.5. What's the deal?
Splash 98.5. So we are building the first FM radio station ever on the Atlantic City boardwalk, which is crazy, right? So we're live now on splash985fm.com online. The app should be launching any day now. And then when summer hits, we already picking up our FM antenna. So we already have it locked in. We're all good. We're a sister station to 6 other FM stations around the U.S. So the station is ran by Dan Matthews and Henry Vargas. I'm also part of it too, but those are the main guys. Dan has been nominated for Music Programmer of the Year on multiple platforms. He's part of a group called the Club Jumpers. And they have, I think, 80 number one singles on the Billboard charts, including Madonna, Ricky Martin. This recently Offset, Marcus Houston, Fat Joe, and a bunch of other people too. So they are Billboard reporting DJs. So the Club Jumpers. So Dan's half of that. So he's going to be the program director. The day-to-day is going to be Henry, who's local here because Dan's over on the West Coast. And we have it's going to be a rhythmic top 40 show, which means it'll be top 40 with more of a little dance edge. On weekends, we're going to have mixed shows. So we are looking for any local DJs. We do have a couple local DJs right now that we're working with too, but we're trying to put up the Atlantic City scene. We do have some big names, local AC names we're about to announce soon. Don't want to get ahead of myself, but it's going to be dope. Real Court Records is in the house, and Real Court Records will be performing at the ACX1 launch party with Naira, who killed it at Distro Fest. Amazing. And they're one of our sponsors. So I want to say shout out to CC. And CC does have the best tequila sponsor. I still have a box sitting here. It's empty. It's been empty for like 3 months. I know she's bringing some more of this, right, CC? Yeah,
Nice.
It was the dopest bottle we had here. I don't know why the box is still here, but probably because it's such a cool bottle. Anyway, so I'm excited to see CC Real Court Naira. They're amazing people.
Awesome. So tell us to our Atlantic City Celebrity Convention, who are you excited about? Who's Rob Schwartz excited about to see at the Atlantic City Celebrity Convention this July 25th to the 28th?
Well, you already know.
Well, I know, but the audience doesn't tune in live.
I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. That's my show. Game of Thrones, Walking Dead were my 2 favorite shows. So I've even when things got whack, I watched every single week. Even though the spinoffs dope, some are okay. I watched every single episode. So I'm excited to see the whole.
We have 8 so far. Yeah, 8 so far from that universe. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I saw Danny Bonaducci today, which was crazy. But and Stacey, I did a movie with Stacey Dash, which was great. It was the music on what was it called? It was called Seventh Secret. So she was in. That was the music supervisor for that film. So I'm excited to see her. As you know, met her on that set.
Amazing.
Well, there's like, and by the way, I do have something to. Okay. Now you put me on the spot. Ready?
All right.
Oh yeah, dude.
And Brett Hitman Heart Rookie.
I had that.
I got a whole stack of them.
Wow. Boy.
We're gonna make sure we get a wrestling on. We do have a wrestling convention too, but that was more my era. So we have to book the cut. I gotta make sure they get signed. So I would say, who am I most excited? I don't know, man. You guys have a crazy lineup. Like, it's a great, and I'm sitting every time you launch somebody, and to me, as a movie fan, a TV fan, even Dominic from The Oz. Was it Lombardozzi?
Lombardozzi,
yeah.
He's been like everything, man. I remember I still at my house. I have the promo DVD of Entourage.
Yeah.
I went to an Entourage launch party before it came out. And I gotta find it. But I have So
yeah, he's dope.
I'm excited to see him too, man. Like, there's a lot of different people I'm excited to see, and it's like I feel bad mentioning names because there's so many names. It's because
there's so many
of all these shows, and it's like you keep booking. I'm like, oh my god, who else is gonna?
We got a few more up our sleeves, but
you guys are done. Wait, you're not done. Oh my god, these guys coming too.
It's tough, man. It's like it takes time for greatness. So it's like you gotta you'd be surprised. We could have a whole documentary about the making of this. A lot of sleepless nights and Yeah, it's a lot goes into this. Like everybody, like Just Nice, everybody knows putting these things together is a Herculean effort, but it's gonna be dope. Like I said, it's people like yourself and all the cats at the studio there that we appreciate.
But
like Crystal J. Bailey that's watching. Appreciate you and everything you've done so far.
Shout out to Crystal in the house. What's the
Absolutely. Deal? Our whole staff, Caroline, Cheryl, everybody that's helped us online, that's held us down. So just everybody out there. Michael, Yvette has been amazing too, that helping us with the Squid Game cast that'll be on the show in the next few weeks. And just like I said, it's a huge effort, but it's one of them things for us that is going to turn out epic, and we're proud to be at the home of ACX1 Studios.
But that's what I was going to say. So I need to mention that Brandon and I have talked about doing a convention for quite a few years now, and we could never be as excited, but to do it at ACX1. Doing it when we were offered the chance to do it at ACX1, and then actually seeing it for the first time for myself. I know Brandon had already seen it before I had, but I mean, that's what got us most excited to do this. And that's why, I mean, our plans completely changed from when we were first planning doing the convention to once we saw the venue, we're like, whoa, we got to step up our plans. We got to do, let this thing evolve. Just, because the venue is so you can't even describe it really. I mean, there's no really great way other than, I've heard breathtaking or jaw dropping or whatever. It's the facts. I mean, when you're on, the third floor and you're looking out the windows and just seeing, the ocean and seeing the boardwalk, everything. I can't even describe it, dude. I mean, I had to go a second time so that I could actually start picturing things in my head, because when you gave me the first tour, Rob, I was like, I couldn't even speak a word.
We're like, we could do all these conventions on the first floor. And it took us like a month or two, but like, wait a minute. Why? Everybody has a room. No one has a room like our first floor. Never mind. But nobody, period, has a room like our third floor.
No.
Oh my God. We're talking about doing runways, but like we could do conventions up here, and it would be like nothing you've ever seen ever.
Nothing. So that's the thing. So we were planning on hotel lobbies or hotel conference centers or arenas or whatever. Is nothing. It comes even close to what this is going to be.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Listen, I'm excited for you guys, but I'm more excited for us that you guys are excited to work with us.
Yeah.
And we're excited to work with you guys, but on the personal level, I'm very excited. So I can't wait. So
man.
And like when I started seeing all the Walking, you say, hey, Walking Dead, so and so's coming. So I'm like, yeah, okay. And you guys post, I'm like, all right, Dwight's coming. All right, this person's coming. It's like, okay. So I'm mad excited, man. And and you know me, I got everything, especially Brandon. Brandon always supported me. I always supported Brandon. Brandon comes to all of my events. And whatever Brandon needs, I always got his back. So it's great to see it come to this level.
Yeah.
Me. So to me, it's like, all right, well, Brandon's always come. I always done his things, but now I got this thing. And now Brandon's bringing this thing. Like, this is going to work. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And no matter what it is, the number one priority of everything is making sure that this is good, because before everything, me and Brandon are boys.
My man. Absolutely.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And the whole Walking Dead thing is just crazy. So.
So everybody, so this is going to be epic, everybody. We appreciate you coming on tonight, Rob. We'll see you this weekend. We got some meetings and stuff to talk to you about, but everybody, check out ACX1Studios.com.
Yep.
Tom, for all your ACX1 information. Check us out at Brantim, BARANTIM.realms.tv. We put it up right here on the screen for you so you can see it live in the living color right there. It's on the bottom right there. You can see it. And everybody, just look out for all the dope stuff that's going to be happening at ACX1, for all the Just Night Sneaker Con on May 25th, the music launch on the 26th, the Pro Wrestling 90s Con featuring the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, Eric Bischoff, and a whole bunch of other dope people, July 12th to the 14th. Our event on the 25th to the 28th with Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Bret the Hitman Hart, both WWE Hall of Famers. Also, a lot of other amazing talent like Mark Webber, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Teresa Palmer, Hacksaw Ridge, Pam
Shout out to
Grier.
Mark Webber. Boom, boom,
Shout
boom.
out to Mark Webber.
Hell yeah.
Pam Grier, like the whole Roswell cast. We had Brendan Fair last night. It was a dope interview.
That was a great interview. Yeah.
Mad people from Roswell, Mahandra Delfino, Jason Bear, Nick Wexler from Roswell, maybe somebody else that might be coming, who knows? But anyway, like I said, we're gonna rock it this July, and we're looking forward to Memorial Day weekend. We can kick off all the fun at ACX1 Studios. So Rob Schwartz, appreciate you, fam. You know I got much love for you, and we'll see you this weekend, my friend.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for having me on the show, and I'm super excited to make this super epic.
Absolutely, man. All right. Everybody, without further ado, this man right here, the man with the plan, the man with the boombox right there, Rob Schwartz. There he is right there.
I knew that guy.
There he is right there. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Appreciate